Okay, so this is the last one for Clements. This is the advanced audition excerpt. Um, this one is tricky. I'm going to play through it so you can hear it. Again, these are not meant to be perfect recordings. There might be some mistakes, but it's just to give you a general idea of what it sounds like and things to work on. So I'll play it really quickly. Okay, so that's the excerpt. Let's actually start from the end and make our way back. So when we get to 160, we want to be playing fortissimo right on the bridge. And if you don't feel comfortable with a vibrato on your fourth finger, feel free to shift to third. Once we get to M, we have a subito mezzo piano basically, because we're fortissimo. And then even softer piano. Oh, sorry, I played it wrong now. But, so then we have that big crescendo on all of these F sharps. Piano to mezzo forte. Subito mezzo piano murmurando, which I'm assuming means murmuring, you know, a kind of hazy sound. We don't want the very defined, just sounds, okay? Working our way backwards from 152. So we start in first position. Then we go to second on a third finger. High three, stay in second. Second finger. And then we're going to gliss. And it's important that that E starts on the te of two. One, two, you know, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. And we're there on te, 3, te. Then the next part. 1, 2, 3. The grace note should be slightly before the te of 4. Okay. Then talking about 148. To me, 148 is the hardest measure because you've got a grace note run up to the te of 3. The G has to be right on the te of 3. So what I would do is I would practice this without the grace notes. 1, te, te, 1. 1, 1, sorry. 1, te, te, 1. And then I would add the grace notes back in and make sure that it still lines up. Sorry. Make sure it still lines up. Then the next trickiest spot is right after that. So you do your te 1, then you want to do a finger replacement and put your 2 on G. And that's so that we're on a 1 F sharp for this gliss. We're always on 1. And it's very important that you make sure that the gliss notes land on the beat that they are. So first it should be F, G, E, E. Still 1, 2, 3. And then the hard part about the first line is making sure that you understand where the grace notes are and where measured notes are, because they look very similar and it's printed a little bit weird. So like the first measure, it looks to me like it would be grace notes, but it's not. It's very measured. One, ba-da-da-da, one, ba-da-da-da. Starts right on the Te of 2. One, ba-da-da-da. Same thing in the next measure. And I'm going too fast, I think. So the second measure should be 1, ba-da-da, 3 Te. And the third measure, again, those are not grace notes. They're normal eighth notes. 1, 2, 1, 2, Te, Te, 1. And the first eighth note is right on beat 2. And then we do have a grace note. So our eighth note lands right on beat 2. I messed up the rhythm there, but. And I think that should pretty much cover everything. I think the most important thing is to make sure that even with all of this crazy stuff and the glisses and the rhythms, you have got to play in tune and you've got to play the right rhythms. So start at your bass line as playing in tune with the right rhythms. Take out grace notes where you need to, just to make sure it's in tune and the rhythms are right. And then start focusing more on the grace notes and the glisses and all of that. Dynamics should come early on as well. Any more questions, please feel free to reach out and ask me about it.